DWDL. Patuloy na naglilingkod sa inyo sa pamamagitan ng magaganda at piling-piling programa mula Lunes hanggang Linggo. Aalawin kayo ng aming kilalang mga komentarista at public service program. Ito lamang himpilan ng DWDL.
The proceeding program expresses only the opinions and views of its respective block timer, producer, radio announcer, writer, and production staff, and does not in any way reflect the views of this station. The station has advised the programmers to abide by broadcast laws and KBP rules.
Every Saturday, from 1 to 2 p.m., let's all listen to your TJ Perez, the professional safety and skills advocate on air. All About Safety is brought to you by JLF Projects International Inc. Experienced and skilled people handling your sensitive and expensive machinery. They do rigging, lifting, trading, and transport your equipment safe and economical. If you think safety is expensive, try an accident. Or you can call on them at j.ferrer@jlftransport.com.ph or 0917-862-4995.
Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to the last Saturday of the month. No, today is the first Saturday of June. Today is the first Saturday of June. Magandang hapon po. Si Tito J has lots and lots of problems. Ang hirap po. Mahirap po talaga maging matanda. But today, we would try to correct all of these problems. We would try to give you a very nice show. And we are just waiting for Dr. and Director Edward B. Perocha, who is our guest. Isa po siya na matagal na sa safety at sa security. And we would like to have his inputs sa mga concerns natin about regarding safety, security, health. Alam niyo naman po, yan magpipinsan yan eh. Pag hindi ka healthy, hindi ka safe. Pag wala kang security, hindi ka safe. So if you're healthy and you have security, you're safe. Yeah? Buo yan, comprising yan. Hindi po pwedeng your place is not secured and you would say you're safe. No. You have to be secured, so you must have security. There is no external forces. There is no internal forces. You're all healthy and all of the hazards are addressed. They are either eliminated or addressed and controlled. Then you're safe. And I would like to thank the people, si Engineer Buni Melendres of MDC Cebu, who I met while I was there. We lifted a transformer, a 5.3 transformer in Cebu, and we had zero accident. We lifted it up, we rig it and position it on a foundation or a pad, and we're very lucky because I have a good group of Jobert Novendino, si Roland Maigting, at saka si Rowan. Anong surname ni Rowan?
Ni Rowan na yun.
Ayan. Natawagan ako ng aking si Christian.
Rowan Garcia.
So, okay. Wala pa ba si Sir Edward?
Wala pa, sir.
I-message mo nga, ba't wala pa si Sir Edward? Naman?
May technical problem.
May mga technical issues na naman uli. Laging, pagka we are doing it virtually, we're having really some problems. So, I would like to ask your more or less pasensya, or how do we call it, your pangunawa, your understanding. I would like to ask your understanding because if we go virtually, it's kind of a bit hard. It's really very hard. But I told you all about safety is going places, and it will try to keep you safe, no? Si Director and Dr. Edward B. Perocha, isa po siya, matagal na siya, no? Nasa I think he's the chairman of the board of the Safety Organization of the Philippines. So yan po, yan si Sir Edward. Maasahan po natin yan. At yung mga nakikinig sa atin dyan, wala pa yung mga comment ninyo. Si Sir Alvin Aliado, kung kayo nakikinig, yung next guest mo na foreigner, we would like to do that. And I would also like to thank Dr. and Engineer Rachel Aurelio for explaining her views on property management and property recovery sa mga disaster So ito, mag-discuss tayo ng isang bagay para sa mga kung may nakikinig sa atin pa diyan late listener. When you lift a certain thing, you must have a center of gravity. Kasi that center of gravity, this is the reference point. This is the reference point where you will now get as a reference where you would tie your sling. If this is the center of gravity, right? Center of gravity, and you would now hook it dito, not really hook, you place a sling here, another sling here. So when you lift it, it's in equilibrium, no? Kaya ba natin Christian magbigay tayo ng slide para mga slides natin, no? I-share natin yung slide hangga't wala si Edward Perocha, no? Makaano natin yung mga lifting natin ito, ma-share natin ito Christian ito. Ma-share natin yung center of gravity. Okay, wala. Pasensya na kayo. Wala pa. Ito, Christian, yung center of gravity. Pwede ba natin ma-share yan? Ma-share natin yan sa hanggat wala pa si Wait lang mga kasama. Tinitingnan na ni Christian paano namin ma-share yung center of gravity. Yan, okay, share natin. Yan lang Wala pa si Sir Edward Sir Edward, okay. Yan, inaano na sinishare na ni Edward. Present the PowerPoint slide. Yan. Ano natin. Yung isang point na yan, iano natin yan. Kasi po, pag nagbubuhat kayo para sa mga late tuners natin, yung center of gravity, yan, yung window yan. Sure. Wala pa. Yan na ba? DWBL, ayan, nakikita nyo yung center of gravity. Yan po ang sign ng center of gravity. Dito kayo magbubuhat. Ito inyong reference point, center of gravity. This is now you place the hook. At pag nyo pa ho yan, yung center of gravity niyan, nandito yung center of the hook sa gitna, nandito po yung sling niya sa tabi rito. Pagbuhat nyo po, equal yan or tawag namin in equilibrium. Why do you have the center of gravity? Pag wala pong center of gravity, bulag ka, you're blind, you do not know where you would put your slings. So ganyan po yan. Yan ang mga natin, ang ating mga kinakailangan yung malaman. Kasi kung hindi nyo makikita yan, makikita nyo, ito ang mangyayari. Christian, ito isa. Hindi mo isa. Yeah. Pakita natin. Yan. Andiyan naman si Sir Edward.
Good afternoon, Jay.
Andiyan na si Sir Edward. Okay. Sir Edward, nag-ano kasi, hinihintay kita Okay. Papakilala po natin ang ating guest, Ang ating pong guest, isa po siyang may doctorate po siya, PhD. Po director. Wala pong iba kundi si Edward B. Perocha.
Parocha, Boss Jay.
Parocha, CP. O nga pala, Parokya, CSP, MSM, at JD at PhD. Ano po ibig sabihin ng CSP? Certified Safety Security Practitioner.
Certified Security Professional, Boss Jay.
Ayun. Yung MSM.
Master of Security Management.
Yung sumunod po, yung JD.
Juris Doctor.
Okay. So, nagtapos po kayo ng abogasya. Okay.
Opo.
At yung PhD, so doctor. So, siya rin po ang National Chairman of the Board ng SOPI o Safety Organization of the Philippines. 3 times past President and 3 times past Chairman of the Board ng Philippine Society of Industrial Security or PSIS.
That's correct.
Ano po?
Tama po yan. 3-time National President at Chairman of the Board ng Philippine Society for Industrial Security International.
Okay. At kayo rin po ang Chairman of the Board ng Urban Security Training Academy, Inc. At ang Presidente po and CEO and Chairman of the Board ng Urban Security Agency. So,
tama po.
Magandang hapon po, Dr. and Director Edward D. Parokya.
Okay, to be brief, Ed Parokya na lang po, Boss Jay.
Kayo ang boss namin sa dami ng credentials nyo. At ginagalang ho kayo ng marami at iniidolo kayo ng mga nasa safety, security at ng nasa mga kasama nyo, colleague nyo dyan sa SOPI.
Maraming salamat, Boss Jay.
Okay. Ang ating pong topic para sa mga listeners po natin ay managing a security agency business and a security training academy. So dalawa po yan. May negosyo si Sir Ed, no, na nagmamanage siya ng security agency at meron din ho siyang training academy o center. So, ang unang-una kong tanong, Sir Ed, what is the difference between yung security agency business ninyo and a business dealing naman po sa training? Ano ang pagkakaiba, Sir Ed?
Actually, Boss Jay, yung private security agency ay kung sino man yung individual, corporation, or partnership na naka-engage sa security business, yung watching, guarding, or providing protection for premises, property, and which employs security professionals. While that of a security training school or a training academy for that matter provides security training in order for security professionals to enhance or improve or develop their skills, knowledge, and expertise in performing their assigned duties and responsibilities to protect people and property. Kaya nagtitrain po tayo ng mga security professionals para ma-improve nila, ma-enhance nila yung skills, yung kakayahan nila, kaalaman nila para maging effective ang kanilang performance sa pagdi-deliver o pag-perform ng kanilang mga duties and security responsibilities as security professionals.
Yes po. So, marami pong salamat sa ganyang pag-explain. So, ganun, di ba? Kung meron ka nga pa security agency, kailangan ma-train yung mga tao dyan, di ba po? Kasi kung walang training, mahirap po yun. No? Hindi sila magagampanan yung... They will not be able to perform their duties and responsibilities at what is expected to be a professional security guard. Ganun po, di ba, Sir Ed?
Tama po kayo, Boss Jay. Kailangan nilang mapag-aralan at mga lituntunin ng kanilang mga kliyente, lituntunin ng kanilang mga agency kung paano nila magagampanan ng kanilang trabaho o yung mga assignment nila, ang duties nila sa anumang kumpanya na kanilang kung saan sila na-deploy o kung saan sila na-assign.
Alright. Okay. Just for mga nakikinig po natin, dito sa office namin, may mga ilang tao na po kami, no? At madami, no? At pwede nyo akong bigyan ng history. How did you start this two kind of business?
Mahabang salaysay, Boss Jay, pero paigsihin na lang natin.
Yep, compress na lang po.
Isa po akong security manager noon na 2002 ng isang hotel sa Makati. At may isa akong kaibigan who is an entrepreneur, a professional engaged in security agency business. Sabi niya, pare kung kahit anong laki ng sweldo mo dyan, kahit anong taas ng posisyon mo, empleyado ka pa rin. Yep. Sabi niya, why don't you use your network, your knowledge and expertise in the field at magsimula ka bilang negosyante. And nag-start ako. Nagsimula ako ng 13 na security guard who are deployed in building for construction in LISP, Cabuyao, Laguna. And then
LISP sa Cabuyao, I know the place. Kasi yung kumpanyang Nexperia, yung dating Philips, no? NXP. So kayo pala nag-ano doon. So hanggang ngayon pa po ba kayo pa rin nando doon sa LISP Guard o hindi na ho kayo?
Actually, yung company, Boss J, lumipat ang operation sa Vietnam. Kaya nagtapos ang aming panunungkulan doon ng taong 2016.
I see. So nandoon pa ako. Hanggang ngayon, nandoon yung mga kliyente ko. Nandiyan dyan yung pagpasok mo dyan, nandiyan dyan yung carrier, nandiyan dyan yung Procter & Gamble, nandiyan dyan yung maraming kumpanya nandiyan dyan sa LSP. So, sayang So, 13 people only, Sir Ed,
opo. So, I went along, Boss Jay. I learned how to run the security agency, and I learned that starting in security business and training school has many similar steps similar to other businesses. But since the people or personnel who will be assigned to companies or clients will be provided with firearms, I kept myself abreast with the laws governing the operation of security agency. So I came familiar with the Republic Act 11917, otherwise known as the Act strengthening the regulation of the private security services law that regulates the expanded range and scope of the private security sector in our country. Kaya na kailangan natin malaman at we have familiarity. Alam natin ang batas na nakakasakop sa ating negosyong security agency and security training academy.
So ganun pala po, there is a certain law right now that you have to professionalize it, kaya nagkaroon kayo ng training center.
Tama po kayo, Boss Jay. At yung private security agency law, strengthening the regulation of the private security service law, yan ang nag-repeal doon sa old Republic Act 5487. Yung napakalumang security service law that was enacted in 1959 pa. O hindi ako nagkakamali.
Matanda na nga po. So, ngayon, ginawa nyo yan. So, si Boss Ed mga nakikinig ngayon, ang topic po natin ay managing a security agency business and at the same time a security training academy, because sabi nga ni Boss Ed, they have to live up yung mga challenges na ito, na yung ating mga security guard kailangan talagang meron silang kaakibat na karunungan, knowledge, skill, and of course, no, their attitude. Hindi naman po pwede Sir Christian o kaya Ma'am Gisa, Ma'am Ethel, na merong pumasok na tao, babarilin mo kagad. Meron ho yatang protocol pa, di ba? Nakita mo, hindi naman kagad nasa loob Ano ba ang protocol na nakita mo nasa loob ng halimbawa ng yung warehouse? Ano po protocol po doon, Boss Ed?
Bilang isang security professional, Boss J, i-apply natin yung knowledge about challenging people who might be making access to our premises with authority and without authority. Tanungin ng security guard as an authority in that premises, saan po kayo? Magalang po niyang tinatanong, chine-check ang mga taong pumapasok at para mabigyan sila ng access, mapapayagan silang pumasok kung may authority, at kung wala naman ay i-check sa ating mga bossing. Baka naman mayroon na silang prior approval, prior permission that these people are coming into our premises. Hindi lang basta-basta ay wala po kayong authority, walang pumayag sa inyo na pumasok dito at pumunta rito. Yung pala ay nakapagsabi, napagpaalam doon sa amo natin. Kaya i-apply natin yung mga itinuturo sa atin ng ating mga training officers, ating mga superiors, para hindi tayo magkamali sa pagtupad ng ating tungkulin bilang isang security professional.
Ayun, ganyan So, pero halimbawa gagawin ko na ng medyo worst scenario. Nasa warehouse ako, biglang may tao. Pero siyempre gabi. Ano ang protocol doon? Tatanungin pa rin yun o bubunutan na kagad ng baril yun?
Ay i-challenge mo pa rin, Boss J. At yung sabi nga ng mga kaibigan natin na kahit yung dreaded criminal ay mayroon pa rin karapatan yan. At nire-respeto natin ang mga karapatan ng bawat tao, bawat individual. Pero kung napansin mo that your life is in danger, you have to protect yourself. The protection of one's rights is a constitutional right, Boss J.
Yun na. So, ganito po, etong Security Training Academy, is this under TESDA? Yung mga ganyan?
Actually, we are under the regulatory body of private security agencies, training schools, training academies. We are under the Philippine National Police Supervisory Office for Security and Investigation Agencies. PNP siya, Bot J.
Yun. PNP na, hindi na TESDA. Yun. So, halimbawa po ko, yours truly, gustong umattend dyan sa security training. Not to be a professional security man, pero gusto ko lang magkaroon ng maging isang manager, ganon. Meron ba akong courses para sa akin, ganon?
Tama-tama. Napakaganda ng tanong mo, Boss Jay, kasi ang Philippine National Police, in coordination with the different stakeholders like yung mga training schools, academies, yung mga security agencies, have put in their efforts together to draft and then finalize the POI, yung Program of Instruction for security professionals, security managers, security consultants, security officers, security guards, watchman people in the security business.
So yun, this is again another venue for security, safety officers. You mentioned it, Boss Ed, no? That these safety officers who have undergone BOS and COS could also be in the supervisorial level sa isa pong security agency. Tama ba? But they have to undergo the safety security training. Am I right, Boss Ed?
Correct, Boss Jay. Kasi under the provisions of Republic Act 11917, Section 3 or Rule 4 of the implementing rules and regulations provides that no person will be is qualified to perform the duty of security personnel without first acquiring his license to exercise profession that is given by PNP SOCIA. In the same manner, as a security agency or a security training academy cannot practice the operation, management of a security agency or a training school or academy without first acquiring the license to operate by the security agency in the training school.
All right. Okay. Given naman po, yung mga nagtatanong dito, si Christian din. Ito yung katabi kong gwapo si Christian. Ano. Ganon daw po sa BOS kasi, Basic Occupational Safety and Health. COS, Construction Occupation. This is a 40-hour, 1 week, almost 1 week, kung if we go 8 hours a day na training. Ito naman pong security training, how long will it be?
For new security professional, security guard entering the profession or acquiring the license to exercise profession, Boss J, 15 days. 15 days ang training ng mga ito. And they will have the first process for the acquisition of their license to exercise profession.
Okay, 15 days. But what are their qualifications? I'm sure physically fit, but what about the age? Does this have an age limit?
The IRR also provides yung watchman is up to 18 years old. Kasi ang mga to, Boss Jay, hindi authorized na hindi papayagan na humawak ng firearm, ng mga baril. And for a regular security guard should be 21 years old and above.
So 21 and above. Ano yung above? Hanggang hanggang 35 ganun ba? O 45?
Hanggang sa retirement na niya, Boss Jay. Oh.
Okay, pwede. So ayun sa mga nakikinig sa akin, it is again as I've said, another field, no? Wag tayong nandiyan lang because the economy is picking up. Meron niyang gagawin ng mga tunnel, no? May mga tunnel tayong gagawin, may mga LRT tayong gagawin. There are a lot of malls at kailangan natin ang safety. But we could not be safe if we do not have security. Magpinsan yan. May naghagis ng granada ron. O may nagpapasok ng mga unruly crowd. No? So trabaho yan ng mga ating security professional to keep us secured in those areas. So, may tanong po ako, no? Again, in the training, Boss Ed, in the training, are they having a firearm and they shoot a target? Would they have the proficiency na bumarel po, na bullseye, ganon? Paano po yan?
One of the more important components of the security guard training is marksmanship, Boss J. All these applicants for security professional license will have to undergo the marksmanship training. At least for them to make a feel of how to use a firearm and the safety behind the use of every firearm.
Okay. Ilan mo namang doon sa training, how many bullets would they be able to fire? Meron bang quota yan? Sa firing range, meron kaming 100 binibili namin. Natatandaan ko nung araw, 100 bullets yung sandali lang yun, yung 100 bala.
Oo. While hindi mo na itatanong, Boss Jay, while pursuing my college education, nag-security guard po ako.
Okay.
Alam mo na, dahil sa kahirapan ng buhay at hindi natin kayang matustusan ang ating gastusin para mapagpatuloy tayo sa inaasam na pagtatapos ng isang kurso, nag-security guard tayo. Nag-training po ako pero nagtipid siguro yung agency noon nung nag-training sa amin. Sa 10 yung pinagamit sa akin. Kaya medyo na-limit sa 10 rounds lang ng ammunition ang ginamit ko noon. Pero na-compensate naman at lagi na tayong nagpa-practice ngayon.
Anong barrel po yung pinapagamit normally? 45?
Actually, yung mga low power firearm lang yung caliber 38, Boss Jay, shotgun. Yan, mga ganyan ang
shotgun?
firearm na.
Hindi pa ako nakakapagpaputok ng shotgun eh. Hindi na kailangan pa ba ng marksmanship sa shotgun? Di ba ang bala nun pabuka ganon? Ano ba mga difference niyan yung 38, 22, 45 at shotgun? Ikaw, Sir Ed, ano ba mga differences niyan?
Ganun pa rin ang magiging ang importante kasi, Boss Jay, yung kaalaman natin doon sa pagiging responsible gun users or gun owners. Sinasaalang-alang natin ang kaligtasan ng ating sarili at ng ating mga kapwa sa paggamit ng firearm. Kaya kung ano yung standard ng pag-aaral na pagputok ng isang baril, whether shotgun, caliber 22, caliber 38, 45, whatever kind of firearms that is, ganun pa rin. Parehas lang yung standards, protocols and procedures doon sa pag-aaral nating pumutok or how to use a firearm.
Okay. May tatanong ko dito, no? Pero bago itanong ito, magko-commercial muna po tayo ng konti. No? Yung All About Safety po ay dala sa inyo ng JLF Project International Inc. If you want your equipment, material, or tools, or load to be lifted up or lowered down to a certain building, handle it and position it, JLF Project International Inc. 0917-862-4995. At kung gusto lang, katulad din, meron din po tayong training school for rigging, crane, scaffolding, forklifts, JLF Project Training and Assessment Center. So, ito na po ang tanong ko, Sir Ed. May tinatanong dito na napasahin ko lang ng konti na. Magkano daw po, limbawa, ito isang 21 years old. So, pupunta siya ho sa Security Training Academy. Magkano daw po ang bayad para maging security professional? 21 years old siya. Ano po ba yung protocol dyan? Ano ba yung proseso? Ika nga.
Minimal naman ang registration fee or enrollment doon sa training natin, Boss Jay. If you're 21 years old, you just have to present your clearances, yung national police clearance, yung birth certificate, yung mga other documents needed para ma-process yung kuan mo, like yung neuro clearance, para ma-process yung license to exercise profession mo sa PNP SOCIA.
Okay. So, parang pupunta na siya. Ayan, pupunta na. Halimbawa, babatiin ko lang, may sa atin, nakatiga safety si Jeffrey Abo Escalona. Magandang hapon sa iyo, pare. So, ang ating topic, Jeffrey, maganda to, no? Managing a security agency business and a security training academy. So, kayong mga nasa safety, pwede pala tayo mag-aral kay Sir Ed. Kami, halimbawa, kami nila Marvin De Leon, no? Mag-aaral kami ng training. Magkano po, yung tinanong na kanina yan, magkano po ang bayad o basta magsi-security guard kami, walang bayad. Ganun po ba yon?
Actually, may registration fee dyan, Boss J. Hindi kwan. Medyo it varies. Pero konti lang naman. Mayroong security training academy who charges 6,000 dun sa training fee. Mayroon ding 5,000. May mga ganyan.
Ayun ang range from 5 to... May range from 5. So, yung mga kabataan natin na gusto na maging security professional, mamaya papabanggit natin kay Sir Edward yung kanyang Urban Security Agency at yung Security Training Academy. So, Sir, yung bang academy ninyo, meron daw bang firing range yan?
Actually, sa ngayon, Boss Jay, ang Urban Security Training Academy ay in the process of developing our training school. Pending the establishment of the firing range, nakipagmuwa muna kami sa isang accredited firing range ng sa mga kaibigan natin who owns firing range. Kaya we are under the memorandum of agreement between an accredited firing range muna. Pero that's work in progress, Boss Jay, na we will be having our very own firing range.
Pag meron ako kayong firing range, baka pwedeng maimbitahan mo kami dito ng aking may bahay si Pam, yung aking manager si Gisa, yung aking sekretarya. Kasi minsan pumunta kami sa Campo Aguinaldo. Yun po, mga kampo ng mga militar o kaya mga pulis. Being isa nasa radyo, napapagbigyan kami ng ilang bala, putok-putok kami doon, and it's an experience din. So, baka pag meron na kayong firing range, pwede kami makapunta rin po.
Ayaw mo, Boss Jay, at magaling itong President and Training Director ko dito sa Urban Security Training Academy, si Police Brigadier General Benaventura Viray Jr., ang aking President and Training Director na dating officer in charge sa PNP SOCIA. Siya ang President and Training Director namin dito sa Urban Security Training Academy, and he's working hard. He's putting all his efforts to establish our own firing range. At sigurado, ang unang-unang imbitahan ko magiging testimonial fire ay si Boss Jay ng All About Safety.
Maraming salamat. Boss ka naman ang boss sa akin. Kaya nung unang-una kita makakilala doon, napunta ka ng radyo, dapat makapunta tayo ng radyo, di ba? Napakabait nito ni Boss Edward na nasali. Si General Viray pa lang yung president dyan at sa inyong urban security. So ngayon sir, ilan ang matanong ko lang bago para kasi para maging sabi mo nga ehemplo itong natin ang programa natin You started from the low rank, you started from the lower ilalim na saya, and then you rose from the ranks, naging ka na sa malalaking hotel, no? Ilan ang kumpanya ang hinahandle ng urban security? Ilan ang mga kumpanyang you have contracts with? Mga ilan yan? 10? 20?
Sobra pa doon, Boss Jay. Medyo from 13 security guards in 2002, umabot na tayo sa humigit kumulang 1,000.
Wow. 1,000 ang workforce mo. Ang hirap ng payroll niyan. Payroll pa lang kasi ano yan, di ba, may mga guards laging may overtime yan. Titignan mo yan, mga SSS. So, ako, 29 lang kami, nahihirapan ako sa paghahanap no. At may siguro galing to si Moyen Harin. Moyen Harin, good morning. Siguro nasa sa abroad ito kasi good morning ang kanyang bati no. So ito yung mga nakikinig sa atin no. So 1,000 tao no from anong mga nature nito, mga semicon ba yan katulad ng nagsimula ka doon sa LISP o mga hotel ito? Anong pinaka nila, industriya nila, Boss Edward?
80% ay nasa BPO, Boss Jay, and
Wow.
the rest are distributed among hotels and manufacturing firms.
I see. So 80% nasa mga call center, no? It's a
Yes.
challenging 'yan dahil maraming call center na hold up na agent, 'di ba? Kasi panggabi sila, may mga nakikita ko sa gabi, may mga van no? Ang dami. Pero yung mga call center, yung mga BPO, kaya ang ano na rin po, Sir Boss Ed, kayo na rin ho ang nagsusupply ba dyan ng mga safety officers? O iba naman po yon?
Actually, iba po yung kwan. As a matter of protocol doon sa provisions natin sa 11917, iba po ang deployment ng mga safety officers sa mga security professionals. Ang mga safety officers natin will have to undergo the basic occupational safety and health or BOSH training offered by the Department of Labor and Employment and accredited safety training organizations.
Okay. Meron ba instances? Kasi may nakikita ako, may isang mall nakita ko, no? Security guard siya pero nakalagay po dito, safety officer. So, ginagawa po niyo kasi security guard siya by the uniform, naka-blue siya Pero may patch dito sa kaliwang kamay niya, nakalagay safety officer. Yun ba ho ngayon ang doon tayo papunta na yung security guard safety officer na rin? Ganun po ba yun?
Actually, hindi. Kasi magkaiba, Boss Jay, ang function ng isang safety officer doon sa security officer. So, nagkakaiba sila ng kanilang function sa workplace or sa kumpanyang pinagtatrabahuan nila.
Pero hindi po pwedeng ipagsama?
Hindi po pwedeng ipagsama na ay magiging multitasking yung security professional at magiging safety professional din. Pero ang ginagawa ko sa aking mga security personnel, mga professionals, although alam ko na we should focus on our function as security officers, I still require them to undergo training and seminar for them to be familiar and keep themselves abreast with the function of safety professional.
Okay.
Kasi in the absence of the safety professional in the area, kung halimbawa mang magkaroon ng emergency, halimbawa, they can perform the function of a safety professional kung talagang kinakailangan. At sa puntong yon, sa pagkakataong yon, at walang mag-a-attend doon sa nangangailangan ng assistance, ay at least alam ng security professionals namin, security officers namin, to perform the function of the safety officer.
I see. Ayan. So, napakaganda no sa mga nakikinig sa atin ng mga safety officer ano. Ayan ano sila ang mga nasa security nag-orient din sila sa safety kasi nga may mga emergencies. So tayo dapat mga safety officer kailangan din natin siguro mag-training sa security kasi either ibang linya but sabi nga baka may emergency tayong makita naman na security risk na we have to address. So napakaganda ng blending natin. At sa mga late listener natin uli, ang ating pong guest si Dr. Edward B. Parrocha, no? Siya po ang National Chairman of the Board ng Safety Organization of the Philippines. Ha? So, pero meron din po siyang mga kumpanya yung Urban Security Agency at katatayo niya lang po ng Security Training Academy. Yan po ang ating pinag-aano ngayon at kailangan natin yan at minsan may mga gulo na nangyayari sa Middle East. Minsan nag-ayusin dito. At ito, isang safety officer pa, si Jenrick Cadano. So, sir, ang tanong uli ko sa inyo, isa pa, diba? Meron ba kayong mga naging security professionals na ngayon nasa safety na? Meron ba rin ho kayong kilala na mga safety professional na nasa security na? Nakatulad ninyo kayo, ano ang negosyo nyo? Security, pero kayo ang chairman ng SOPI. Meron ba ho kayong ganyan na kilalang mga tao na ganyan na katulad ninyo?
Marami po sila. Tulad ni National President Eros Zuniga. Okay. Yan ay naging security director ng mga iba-ibang kumpanya tulad ng mga hotel, mga industrial o manufacturing companies at very well-rounded ang mga kaibigan natin, mga colleagues natin sa safety and security industry. Kasi naniniwala tayo na safety and security must go hand in hand. Kasi naniniwala tayo na yan ay parehong protection of lives and properties. Ang common denominator po ng safety and security ay loss prevention and control. So kung i-define nga natin yung safety is protection from work hazards, yung security naman freedom from fear. Yan. Protection of lives and properties. Yan. So they are the yin and yang of the security industry. Security and safety.
Napakagaling po, no? Kaya nga tinitignan ko ang inyong credentials, ang haba nyo, yung mga pinag-aralan nyo to, nag-masters kayo, nag-aral, siyempre meron kayong unang tinapos, tapos nag-aral kayo, nag-masters kayo, tapos nag-aral kayo ng law, at tapos nag-doctorate ho kayo. So ang haba ng pag-aaral nyo, Boss Ed, na ginawa nyo, talagang ang hirap po siguro may negosyo na at nag-aaral pa.
It's just about managing your time, Boss Jay. There is time for everything. Naisisingit pa natin dyan, Boss Jay, yung 2 to 3 times a week na nakikipagpaligsahan tayo sa fairway, sa golf course.
Nag-golf ka pa pala, Sir Boss Ed. Grabe. Hindi ako pinilit ko yan. Hindi ko tamaan yung bola. Hindi ko masyadong yung tawag doon, yung driving, di ba?
Oo.
Medyo mahal po yung mga golf clubs na ngayon. Hindi katulad nung araw na mura lang. Ngayon, 100,000 na po yung mga driver, di ba? Plus may mga hindi ko na kinaya. Kaya eto na lang ako, ang aking passion sa radyo. Kaya
Meron ako laging sponsor, Boss Jay. Tuwing naglalaro ako, mapalad ako at mayroon akong sponsor lagi sa aking paglalaro. Yan walang iba kundi ang aking asawa, si Madam Vance, kung tawagin ng mga tao namin.
napakabait ni Madam Vance, talagang ini-sponsoran kayo eh. Kaya dito kasi sa amin, sinasabi ko sa tao namin, maliit lang itong kumpanya namin. Kaya lang masyadong diversified ang ginawa ko. Meron kaming JLF lifting and rigging, yung aming meron din ho kaming yung ang training center namin at itong all about safety. At ginagawa namin na iba pa, maglipat. And we really needed manpower, dedicated, committed manpower. At si Ma'am Vance Malyari ba po? Si Ma'am Vance Malyari ba yung ang inyong may bahay?
Opo.
Ayan, nakikinig si Ma'am Vance. Magandang hapon, Ma'am Vance. Baka pwede mo na rin akong sponsoran, pero wag na ho sa golf course. Sponsoran niya na ako sa
Programa.
mga bagay. Baka pwedeng maging sponsor na kayo regular ng All About Safety na inaano ko ngayon. Kung makikita mo, Sir Ed, we are asking for donations na kasi we have si Marvin, si Gisa, si Christian. Expenses are all piling up, and to maintain maintain the services, at ako, ang time ko maibigay ko, it's really mahirap na po eh. So nagpapasalamat ako at nandito ka pa rin, Boss Ed. Boss Ed, ano naman ang advice mo para sa offer mo for new or potential individuals na who wants to engage in the security business and also doing the security training academy? Ano po ma-advise nyo ron?
Boss Jay, ako individual naniniwala na ang lifeblood ng ating security agency are our people. We should not forget the welfare of our people because they are the backbone of our companies. So kailangan nating ayusin din yung mga para sa mga tao natin dahil sila ang tinatawag nating backbone ng ating kumpanya sa security agency at sa iba pang kumpanya. Dahil kung wala ang mga tao natin na sila ang tinatawag nating frontliners ay hindi tayo magtatagumpay. Ang mga tao natin ang siyang mga naka-assign sa mga sites at nagpe-perform ng kanilang commendable performances para ma-maintain natin yung contract ng ating mga clients. Number 2 is doing the best, doing what is best for our clients. We always focus on their needs and we comply with their requirements. We abide by their policies and procedures. And refrain from the usual term, Boss Jay, na OPM. Yung OPM na, yung tinatawag nating "Oh, promise me." Puro na lang promise sa mga kliyente. Nangangako na hindi natutupad. Hindi po uso sa Urban Security Agency yung pinakakuan ka na, asahan mo pa bang tuparin? Ay, hindi po ganon ang serbisyo para sa mga kliyente natin. We walk the talk, Boss Jay. Kung ano yung
sinabi ng promise me. Sino nagsasabi ng promise me that? Yung kliyente o yung sino po yung nagbibigay lagi ng mga promises? Kasi nasa agent, yung bang tatanungin ko lang, yung bang nagpapromise yung kliyente na mag-resign ka na dyan sa Urban, dito ka na lang. Ganun ba po yun? At marami yung tataasan ko yung sahod mo. Ganun ba po yung promise me?
Hindi naman, Boss Jay. Pero kung may mga nakaatang na responsibilidad na gagawin ng security agency at napangakuan natin yung mga kliyente natin na yun ay gagawin o tutuparin natin, tuparin natin para hindi naman mawalan ng trust and confidence yung mga kliyente.
Okay. Babatiin ko lang sir yung alam mo medyo mabilis pero kasi mamaya hindi ko na sila mababate. Boss Ed, babatiin natin yung mga nasa safety rin sa mga occupational safety and professional o practitioner, si Oliver Merced. Good afternoon. Si Dante Caliso Badyang, magandang hapon Boss Ed at Sir J daw. Gilbert Soriano, magandang hapon. Yan ang mga nakikinig sa atin. So, diyan ba naman sa negosyo mo, paano naman ang rate ng turnover? Nagre-resign ba kagad yung mga tao dyan? O pag napagalitan, resign kagad? Ano ba? Minsan, matampuhin yung mga tao eh. Ano po ba yung masasuggest mo ron?
Alam mo, Boss Jay, ang mga tao namin are well-trained. Steady pulso lang sila. They are not offended when they are being questioned as to their performances. They consider setbacks and challenges as an opportunity for growth. Kung mayroon kung nasasabihan man sila na papagalitan, that is all for reasons of our desire to improve the quality of service that we offer our clients and that we offer to our security agency. Hindi balat sibuyas ang mga tao natin dahil well-trained.
Mahirap pag balat sibuyas. Katulad nga ng binabanggit ko, pag napagalitan, may umuwi, kasi ang commitment nila, dedication nila wala sa sarili nila, no? Kailangan kasi sa mga bagong mga nakikinig po sa atin, ang topic po natin ay managing a security business and a security training academy nang walang iba kundi si Boss Ed Parrocha. No? Si Boss Ed, we have about 4 minutes na lang. Boss Ed, ano ba yung beside dito sa Anong bang balak niyo ni Boss Eros? Meron ba kayong balak na political Anong pa? Beto, pwede natin gawing venue na to, sir. Boss Ed.
Well, alam mo naman na nung nakaraang election ay sinubukan nating pumalaot sa politika with the desire of improving the plight of our security professionals in the country, Boss Jay. Pero hindi tayo pinalad. Pero mapolitika man o hindi, we are ready to serve our very own and beloved private security industry. We are geared towards really professionalizing the security industry in coordination with other security agencies, in coordination with many organizations in the private security industry and the Philippine National Police, particularly the Supervisory Office for Security and Investigation Agencies, to not only to improve or professionals the service, the security industry, but to help develop the kind of life that our security professionals are in. Gusto namin, Boss Jay, na mapaunlad at ma-develop naman, matulungan ang ating mga kasama sa private security industry, the private, yung safety industry na isang matibay na tulay para tumulong para sa ating ekonomiya at sabihin na natin para sa ating bayan dahil gusto na nating naman maiangat ang antas ng pamumuhay ng ating mga kababayan.
Yes, kailangan natin mga nakikinig sa akin sila Engineer JP Batan, si Ronaldo Pangilinan, si Rene Rihoya. Magandang hapon po sa inyo, At kailangan natin ang isang mga negosyante, ang mga taong meron silang pananaw na magtayo pa ng mga kumpanya, sabi nga nila, sila yung, hindi lahat kasi ang tao they would be able to be of service. Ito yung mga tao katulad nila Boss Ed Parrocha na nagtatayo ng kanilang mga negosyo at the same time isang training academy o training center para ma-professionalize yung ating mga security professionals. No, we are almost out. Boss Ed, mga parting words mo kasi 1 oras lang ating programa. Sige, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much, Boss Jay. And I would like to thank the Lord for having me in this program. Very popular program, Boss Jay. And I would like to thank our people, our employees at Urban Security Agency and our Urban Security Training Academy. They're very popular, very effective organization, the PSIS International, Philippine Society for Industrial Security International, that really contributes to how to professionalize our industry. The PADPAO, yung mga dalawang kumpare kong all this but goodies, si Dr. Eduardo Polencio, si Dr. Ramon Bergado, at lahat ng mga directors ng PADPAO at ng PSIS at ng safety organization. Inaasahan po namin ang ating pagtutulungan upang makamit na natin ang matagal ng inaasam na tagumpay at pagpapaunlad ng ating industriya. Maraming salamat po Jay sa pagkakataon at magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat.
Maraming salamat po, Doktor at Direktor. Hindi ko na alam kung anong titulo ko sa iyo, Boss Ed Parrocha. Magandang araw din sa iyo at sa mga nakinig po sa amin. Sana ay may natutuhan kayo na maging inspirasyon ninyo ang buhay ni Boss Ed na nagsimula sa ilalim, nag-aral, umangat, nagtayo ng negosyo at hindi lang doon pinapalaki niya pa yung kanyang negosyo. At sa mga nakikinig sa akin na nandito rin ngayon sa office namin, at sa iba dyan ng mga nasa safety, nasa security, at nasa industriya ng produksyon. Kailangan po natin magsama-sama, pagandahin ang bansa natin. Smile and be safe. Maraming pong salamat.
Salamat po, Jay.
Okay, Boss Ed, sige po. Thank you po very much. See you.
See you.
Okay, bye-bye po.
Ano to?
Every Saturday, 1 to 2 p.m., let's all listen to your TDJ Perez, the professional safety and skills advocate on air. All About Safety is brought to you by JLF Projects International Inc. Experienced and skilled people handling your sensitive and expensive machinery. They do rigging, lifting, trading, and transport your equipment safe and economical. If you think safety is expensive, try an accident. Or you could call on them at j.ferrer@jlftransport.com.ph or 0917-862-4995.
WBL! Mula sa top-rated news